No one talked all at once here.
Hello.
John, you know that one game? It's like World Conquerors. It's also a mobile game, but I don't know if you play much mobile games.
I played quite a few.
It's a World War II one, but I'm trying to remember. You have to take provinces, and it has encirclement, where if you encircle a unit with many armies, you can destroy it. And it has like a shitty tech tree, and like dropping paratroopers cost like supplies.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Are you thinking of Glory of Generals?
I don't know, but in that one, it's only in Europe and Asia, and America in the Europe map starts in Africa, North Africa.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's World War II sandbox tactics.
Yeah, so I was playing that game as Japan, and I didn't know when you're playing as Japan and I think it's like turn 30 or something, you get nuked and you instantly lose.
As Japan?
Yeah, I was destroying.
I didn't know that.
I was destroying everyone, right? And then somehow just boom, boom, you lose the game. And I was like, what?
I remember I played all the time, and I'd play like little countries like Manchuria and Shaanxi or whatever.
Shaanxi? Wait, is it on that game or no?
Yeah, I bought the Asia expansion.
Oh, you bought it. Okay. Oh, you're right. You had to pay for nations.
No, you could buy the expansion.
Like you had to buy DLC to play nations, like certain.
No, you could, but you could also unlock them by doing missions.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're right. Like you had to like take provinces or whatever. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I remember now. I unlocked France with one of them, I think.
I think France was starter country. I think it was Italy.
No, I can't remember. No, I unlocked a nation with France though.
I remember.
I like that game.
Hungary is the easiest country. I defeated everybody as Hungary.
Oh yeah, I played Hungary as well. I actually had fun as Austria, I think. Unless Austria was not starter.
I'd clapped the Polish as Hungary.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really played much World War II games. Just I had a thing where, I couldn't really play games because I was staying at my dad's, so I just played mobile games.
Yeah.
And I found those, so I thought they were cool.
Well,
kind of.
The way I'd find mobile games is that I'd go on vacations with my extended family, like my aunt and uncle and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'd get really bored when we weren't going to the beach because we'd stay in like a condo. Yeah. So I'd like skim the entirety of the App Store, and I found the Easy Tech. That's where I found all these like European War, World Conqueror games.
Mm-hmm. I also played. It's on Steam now, but that Age of Civilizations game, I played that on mobile. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's like the one where, it's like you buy like numbers of units, and like the number is like how strong you are.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't really like it though.
I watch people play it on YouTube. I don't like it.
No. It's kind of I mean, I like it. For a computer, I guess it adds mods, but like the combat in it is like, I don't know. I like more unit combat than just random numbers.
That's why I like World Conqueror, because you actually have units that you can use.
Yeah. A game like fucking Aegis, whatever the hell it was, reminds me of like that Roblox game.
Which one?
It was the same concept where if you had territory, instead of buying it, like over time, your troop, you basically get more numbers of troops, right?
Yeah.
And you group them up. I don't know if it was it Territory Conquest or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that game, I think. I used to play that a lot.
I did too, yeah.
With like a bunch of I think you and me played it one game and we destroyed like some random guy who was playing with us.
Yeah, I think we did before.
Yeah. Feel bad for that dude. Whoever that was.
I've been, there's a bunch of mods for the World Conqueror games. There's this one mod that makes it World War I. Okay. And it's freaking awesome. There's also this other mod that is alternate history, where it's what if Operation Downfall happened, where they invaded Japan.
Oh god. I played that scenario in Hearts of Iron 2. That was difficult.
In the newest World Conqueror game, World Conqueror 4, they actually added Operation Downfall as a legitimate mission.
Where'd you get that game? Is it like on Steam or?
Oh, you can either get it on the Windows Store or you can get it on App Store.
Windows Store. Wow.
Yeah, I know, it's primitive.
Well, that reminds me. Apparently, Windows had like actual like stores you could go to, and like malls and shit. And then they're closing them all down.
I never even knew that.
Yeah, because no one went to them. They're like, what's a Windows store? It's a place where they sell Windows. I've been alive longer than you, so the first Windows that I played with was Windows 95.
Really?
Yeah.
I
So
think the very first Windows I ever was on was Windows NT.
Windows what?
NT.
What the hell is NT?
I'm pretty sure it came out around 2003.
Well,
It
I
was,
mean, like,
it was in between 98 and XP.
yeah, no, like the thing is, my first computer experience, which this was in the 2000s, like, well before like Windows 98 and NT, and I don't know when Vista came out. I think that was like what, 05? I can't remember. I don't know, but no, my dad, like, he had this one computer that was on 95 because the thing is, he had this computer custom like built, and this was like an old computer, so it's weird. Custom building a computer like long ago, it's like they don't have the graphics powers that they do today, right?
Yeah.
But I was playing on it, and the only games I could really play on it that I found enjoyable was The Sims.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? Oh, I also played Steel Panthers on it, but
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's like this. They're like those really like small mini games. It's like it's a really shitty pixel one. It's one where it's like a cannon, and you have to angle it and shoot at another cannon, and then the AI cannon would shoot at you, or another player with like the arrow keys.
That sounds weird.
Yeah.
Like, I remember there was this one very old game that I used to play. It was like, I forget what it was called, but it was like a skiing game, and you'd ski down a hill and avoid obstacles.
Yeah, and it's pixely too, right?
Yeah.
No, that game, that one also came with the game I was just mentioning. It was like a pack of a bunch of games.
Yeah.
There was another one too. I can't, like, there's all these really old games I can't remember the name of, but there was another one where it was like it was a puzzle game where you had to like aim lasers and like unlock, you can get keys and like progress to the next areas, and there's like lab rats. I can't remember. It was weird. Like,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know. I'm old, so I play like a lot of these like really old, these older games.
The reason I played a lot of older games was because of my Nana. She had like a Windows Vista or an XP. Yeah. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Freaking, there's this one game I used to play on my Nana's computer all the time. It was like SimCity, but it was very pixely, and you got to make your own city, and then you could like do disasters, like have an alien invasion or do earthquakes with that.
I played that one too, but I don't know the name of it.
I don't know the name of it either. I tried looking it up. It's very hard to find.
Yeah, no, like I played like lots of old games. Like, I honestly love The Sims, but there was one reason why I wasn't allowed to play The Sims. You know why that was?
Why?
Because my dad installed like fucking adult mods.
Oh,
and
wow.
so my like what, 6-year-old me, 7-year-old me, just going and seeing the pair of old kitties, you know, just out of nowhere. I don't know why my dad does some of the things, but he's a little weird. But
my mom, she never wanted me to play GTA because she was worried it was all just like, you know, freaking getting a stripper and then beating up the said stripper, or going to like kill people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like whenever I'd go to my dad, I don't think I told my mom this yet, but like every time I'd go there, he had a PS2 with like Vice City and San Andreas, so we played all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And we made it so far where like you'd spawn in a military base, and you got like military weapons. You go run and like it was really fun.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I played San Andreas with a friend, and apparently the second player is a chick, right?
Yeah.
And oh god, I remember this animation. It's so weird. So like, I got on a quad, right?
Yeah.
You got up behind me and smacked my ass. Like that's what the character did. I was like, what the hell? Like, whoa, that's a little hands-on, bro. And then we went to like a face, I think. But wasn't there Area 51 in San Andreas?
I think there was.
I think there was, yeah. And then you could. I don't know if you could steal an UFO or see a UFO. I don't know.
I don't remember. I just mostly just went around killing people.
Honestly, you know, I've noticed this. I've actually had more fun with old school games than I had newer games.
Yeah.
Comparatively. Yeah. Like single player. Like multiplayer, they kind of fall short because some of them are not online or stuff like that. But like single player, I've had more fun with that.
I can't remember what my first like fully multiplayer game was, but I'm pretty sure it was like it was either Battlefront 2 or World at War. It was one of those two. Actually,
you know what my first multiplayer game was?
What?
It was probably Roblox. Because, like, the thing is, I was so behind my friends. Like, my friend had an Xbox 360, right? Yeah. And I still had a PS2 that couldn't connect to the internet because I think they kind of killed that. And like a Sega Genesis. Like, I'd go on computer and maybe like do Roblox every now and then, but like I didn't really play online. It wasn't until I lived with my dad then I started like getting more games, and then I learned Steam was a thing through Roblox. Someone told me, Ari told me, like that weird guy that we don't know. And then I'm just like, okay, so there's this thing, and then and then stay straight from there. And I started
that actually reminds me of something, because when I said World at War and Battlefront, I was talking about just consoles.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna like talk in general about anything, the first game I ever played online with multiplayer with actual people was probably Neopets. You ever played Neopets?
Yeah, I have actually back in the day.
I still have my account from back in 2006.
My sister was more into it. I didn't really like it. There was a different game that was online. It was like Adventure Quest, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that one more, but that was kind of eh. Actually, no, the first multiplayer game I played, surprisingly, I think, but I didn't play much of it, was probably Diablo 2, because Battle.net was still up. Yeah. But I kind of quit because players would literally, like, kill you in some servers. And they take all your shit.
I never played any games like that.
Yeah, no,
I got older.
Yeah. No, the thing is, I got brought up playing, like, lots of these, like, riddle games because my mom was like, yeah, no, but my dad was like, yeah, sure, whatever.
That's how mine was.
Yeah, but, oh fuck, another game I used to play a lot with my sister because we had PlayStation 2, and you could run PlayStation 1 games with Twisted Metal.
Oh yeah, I love that game. I played that on PS3 game. All the time, because they like ported the PS2 versions over to PS3.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom, she went on the store on PlayStation 3. She saw it was on there, and she bought it, and me, my sister, and my mom played it for like months.
Okay.
That was like the only thing we played. I love the one dude who's like literally the car. He has like 2 giant wheels with machine guns on his shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what his name was, but he was freaking dope. Imagine being your own
vehicle. Wheels?
Huh? Yeah, he had 2 really giant wheels that he held onto.
That's Axel.
Axel, that's my favorite dude.
Yeah, he's like a buff guy. Yeah, I know most of the characters' names.
And then it's funny because when you finally finish it at the end, it turns out that you're just like, you don't get what you actually want. Because didn't that one dude, he wanted to bring back somebody, so he wanted to see him again, and then he stuck him in the coffin with the person that was dead.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking, I don't know, I think the one I mostly played was the second one. And that one, I don't know, they kind of changed the characters like a little bit, like their appearance, but like the cars are still the same. Like they had the cop car.
Yeah.
I like playing that one because like it was random, but if you were playing on maps where there was like heights, you could literally throw them off the map. Then there was the guy in the Humvee, Warthog or whatever. I like that one in the second one. I believe he was in the second one.
I played the second one only.
Yeah.
I played the newest one, but it was trash.
I've never played the newest one.
I did not like it.
I didn't really play any of the newer ones because they didn't really, like, I played one, I can't remember which one it was, but it's one where it's like, Sweet Tooth is like the game master dude. Yeah. I played that one, I didn't like that one.
You know how people, like, talk about how they had fighting games like Mortal Kombat and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I never had any games like that when I was growing up. When I played PS2 and PS3, I mostly played games like Bloody Roar and Excalibur. What about you?
No, I was a Mortal Kombat guy.
Oh, I was an Excalibur Bloody Roar kind of guy. Bloody Roar is awesome as hell, dude.
Never heard of it, actually.
So it's like a fighting game, but instead of just being 2D scroller, you can actually move around the map, and the camera kind of moves with you.
Oh,
and
I see. Okay.
if you like do enough fighting, you can like turn into a monster. That's why it's called Bloody Roar.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah,
I played
like
a game.
special moves.
I played a game. Well, it wasn't really a game where you turn into a monster. It was a game similar to that. It was a Sega game called Golden Axe. You might have heard of Golden Axe.
I actually have that on my Steam because I have the Sega Genesis
Okay,
library thing.
yeah. I should get that.
It was free when I got it.
Damn. I think it's still free. Like, I should get, because I used to play Sega Genesis all the time, right?
Yeah. There's this one game on that was a PS1 game that I got for PS2. I forget what it was called, but you were two monsters, right? You were destroying the town, and when one of you got beaten, you were turned back into a human and ran off the screen.
Okay.
I forget what it was called, but it was like you could climb up buildings, rip people out of the buildings and eat them. You could stomp on cars and stuff and kill each other. Yeah, it was fun.
Jesus. God.
I need to look that up.
I played lots of Sega Genesis games. Ever heard of Road Rash?
No.
It was basically like a motorcycle racing game, and the way it went is it's like a side. I don't know how to explain it. It's like you're basically facing like normally like POV, but it's like third person and you're driving. And you can move side to side, and you have to avoid obstacles and cars. But the thing is, the reason why it's called Road Rash is you can pick up like chains or clubs and hit the other people off the bikes.
That sounds really awesome.
And the more you play, the better bikes you can get. And there's this thing that they didn't mean to put in the original game. No, sorry, not the original game. No, yeah, the first two games. But what happened is, when you usually beat like all the maps, you continue on to the next level, right? Which makes it harder.
Yeah.
You can keep playing the same things over and over again, so you get lots of money as first prize, and then you can buy like the best bike in the game eventually. It takes a long time because the price at the start you only get $1,000, but it goes up by 1,000 every level, and then you can just get like the fastest bike. But the thing is, you can play not the first one, but the second one you can play multiplayer, the split screen. So me and my sister, we literally like race and fucking beat each other with clubs and chains. And the broken thing with the chain is you can swing it, like you can like do like a lasso thing, and you can whip out people's weapons, and then they don't have anything to defend themselves. If you don't have a weapon, you can fucking punch people though. It was such a weird game.
I need to look that up.
Yeah, it was such a weird game. Yeah, such a weird game. And like it had like cool tracks. Like you raced like what? I think you raced in Alaska, Hawaii, Vermont. I think you raced in Virginia at one point.
That actually looks familiar, but I never played it before.
Yeah, no, it's mostly a racing game, but like I liked it. Oh yeah, and then if you get knocked off by near a cop car or like a police like bike guy, you get busted. So that means you like lose the race, you have to pay money, and then eventually if you don't have enough money, you'll really like forfeit the race because you get bankrupt.
Yeah,
it was fun. No, you can also beat cops up too. It was so bad. Like I loved it. It's just I don't know why I loved it. It's just I guess because it's the only game I really had that I like playing the most. But
back in the day, I'd mainly play like Medal of Honor or Battlefront 2.
Yeah. Medal of Honor. What was the one with the? What was the one that you play? Where you like start off on like a ship and the Japanese are torpedoing it.
Medal of Honor Rising Sun. That's actually my favorite one.
That was the first one I played.
Dude, that has like the best like soundtrack to any game I've ever heard.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
Freaking like, whenever I hear that sound from Pearl Harbor, that song, I just get instant nostalgia. That's my favorite song for any game.
Yeah. It's a pretty good game. And then there was...
Imagine being on Pearl Harbor on a ship in your underwear and a white t-shirt, literally getting on AA guns to shoot down freaking Jap Zeros.
You also have the short. You can shoot the torpedoes too. But it doesn't really do anything.
That was the best mission. I loved it.
Yeah, and then there was also European Assault.
European Assault was okay.
Which I think didn't that one add squad stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Oh man, I got a story. So, because I bought that game because there used to be when I used to live with my mom. There was this game store where you could buy old games like Sega games and shit. That's how I was able to buy some. But this is when I had PS2, and then I saw that game, so I'm like, oh, I'll buy it and try it, right?
Yeah.
And I liked it. But my grandparents came to visit one day, and my grandpa came downstairs, and I didn't know they were there. And he's like, oh, what are you playing? So I told him, he's like, oh, let me play. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. So we were playing versus, and he was shooting me in the foot, and I was hiding behind stuff. Honestly, he honestly for him, I don't know how old he was. I don't know how old he was, but I don't know. He doesn't really play video games, but I thought he did a pretty good job. So
yeah. I remember it was I think it was a Medal of Honor game, but it might have been a Call of Duty game. But there's this one mission where it's I think it's the Battle of Odessa, and you come up on a ship to this dock, and there's this guy handing out rifles and ammunition, and you get one clip of ammo, and you're like, what am I supposed to do with this? And he says, grab a gun from a German. So
I think that was your mission.
You actually have to freaking you have to melee a German to get your gun.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
It was so funny and so nerve-wracking at the same time because I knew I had to go in barehanded when there was guns firing all around you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was European Assault, maybe.
I don't know because it didn't have squad commands or anything. I think it was one of the earlier ones.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
But, oh man, I never played. I think I played. I'm trying to remember the first Call of Duty. Who do you play as in that one?
I think you're just a American soldier on the Western Front.
And then I know the second one you can play as the British, I think.
I think you can.
Is that the one where you have the Russian? Commissar, why are we using potatoes? Because it's a value mode.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. The third one, I also like the third one.
Third one was Big Red 1. That was, you went on D-Day.
Yeah, and then you could also do melee combat. It was, it's not like it's not like it happened all the time randomly. It was scripted, so certain parts would happen, but I liked it. It felt more personal.
No, I liked the first 3 Call of Duty games, but I didn't like the Modern Warfare series. When the first Call of Duty 4 came out, I was like, this is so different from what I like, and I'm not going to buy it. So for the longest time, I never played Call of Duty 4. But when I first actually played it, it was actually good.
Yeah.
It surprised me. Because, for the longest time, I'd go from Call of Duty 1, 2, 3, and then straight to World at War. I just kind of ignored Call of Duty 4 was a thing. Because I did not like Modern at that time.
Same here.
And then after I thoroughly played Black Ops 1 after that came out, I saw Modern Warfare 2 came out, and I tried it because my mom wanted to buy it. Yes, my mom, which is very surprising because she doesn't like FPS games.
Yeah.
So after I played Modern Warfare 2, I'm like, this is actually good, so I wanted to try Call of Duty 4. And I got into it, and the story is great. Captain Price, his story's built up. You understand why, he's so important in the other games. Mm-hmm. My mom, let me tell you about her. In Modern Warfare 2, she literally played with a sniper all the time, quick-scoped people, and made it to Prestige Mastery 10.
Damn.
I know. I was too scared to 1v1 her.
Oh my god.
And when Modern Warfare 3 came out, she did the exact same thing.
Oh my god. I couldn't get into the third Modern Warfare.
I played every single Modern Warfare game because I actually liked it after I tried it. Now, I can't say the same for Black Ops series because when Black Ops 2 was initially talked about, I'm like, oh god, it's future. this isn't gonna be fun at all. But then I saw this one trailer with the AC/DC Back in Black that had FPS Russia in it. That trailer got me. Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, they got FPS Russia and a bunch of other YouTubers in it, and they were like fighting each other and blowing each other up and using drones and stuff.
Huh.
And it was hilarious. And then at the end, this one white dude with an afro, he's a comedian, I think he was. But then a bunch of zombies started coming down a highway, and he's like, zombies, this'll be fun. And then cocks his shotgun, and the trailer ends.
Mm-hmm.
That got me. That hooked me. That's what made me wanted to play Black Ops 2.
I like Black Ops 1 more because they brought back the World at War stuff.
That is very true.
I mean, I had to pay for it.
I liked Black Ops 1, and it's a classic. It's always going to be my favorite Black Ops, but I have a special piece of my heart that goes straight to Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 is one of the better of the series.
I mean, yay. Black Ops 1 had Reznov again, so...
Reznov was fun. I love it.
It's kind of a mindfuck that he wasn't there the entire time.
Yeah, that screwed me in the end.
Yeah,
like, I
was like, oh, Reznov's here. That's weird. I'm like, wait a second, he wasn't there?
Well, that's the thing. Like, the story played you to make you think that Drakovich brainwashed you, but in the end, you find out Reznov brainwashed you, and that kind of throws you for a loop because you thought he was your friend this whole time, but he was the one who programmed you to kill John F. Kennedy.
Yeah, he did.
And that just screwed me up. I'm like, I thought he was my friend this whole time, and then I find out he actually died in the escape of the prison.
Yeah.
That just messed me up.
No, my favorite mission in Black Ops 1 is when you go to the Arctic base.
Frick, what was that one? I don't remember.
It's like you go back in time to World War II and you play as Reznov. It's when the character you played in World War, I can't remember his name, Petrenkov or whatever, he gets gassed.
Oh, yes, with the Nova 6 gas, I remember.
Yeah, that I like that level because it was like winter and you're fighting like the last remnants of the Germans.
My favorite mission from any Call of Duty game will always be the one where you escape from the prison.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about when he's like the steps.
Yeah.
I don't remember all
like,
of them, but
you were the winged beast.
I actually like that level. I replayed that level after I played it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. It made me sad though. Sergey died. He shouldn't have died.
Oh yeah, right. Was that the big guy?
Yeah, the really big, thick guy.
Yeah. Poor big thick man.
He was holding up the door for us when it was getting closed, and then he got shot.
Yeah. There was also, I mean, they're not really. I don't really know the specific name of the mission, but when you had to like be a tunnel rat.
Yeah. I remember.
It's not like that.
That was the Bay of Pigs mission.
No, not the Bay of Pigs mission. The Vietnam one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, the Vietnam one.
No, I think I'm merging it because it's like one after the other. Like you do Bay of Pigs, then you go into Vietnam.
Vietnam scared the shit out of me.
Bay of Pigs scared me more.
Because you can only go in with a pistol, so like actually like those guys who went in.
I thought it was funny. You were going through the tunnel as like a tunnel rat, and then you come into this room where all the Viet Cong are, and they like drop everything after staring at you for a few seconds.
And you're like, what's up?
They're like, what's up?
Boom, boom, boom.
And then there's the one where you got captured by the VC, and you and Woods are playing Russian roulette, and you see the bullet in the chamber, so you shoot the one guy and take his Makarov.
Right.
That was the best mission. And then you got into a hind and you blew the hell out of the place.
Yeah, I'd say most of the missions in that game were pretty good.
And they were memorable. Like I can't say the same for a lot of others. Like you remember.
There's one I hated though.
What?
There's the one where you're playing as that CIA guy and you're wearing like the gas mask, and if you get shot too much, you die.
I don't remember.
There's gas and there's Nova 6 or whatever released in the air.
I actually don't remember that. I think my most hated mission was the one where you had to stop them from setting off the nuclear missiles. You know, where you're going through the desert and you get to this one Russian base and you have to infiltrate it.
Wait, which game?
In the Black Ops 1. You're going in with Woods and Bowman, and you have to, you're in, like, the desert, and there's a bunch of wrecks everywhere.
I don't remember that one.
I remember it.
Oh, wait! That's the Ascension one. Yes.
I hated that. I hated that.
I remember now. Are you sure that was a nuke?
You had to, like, stop the nukes from going off.
I thought that was a satellite.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I know you had to destroy the rocket. I remember now.
I was just happy at the end that I finally got past it.
Maybe like you have to be like sneaky most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember now.
Now the Black Ops 1 missions, they're funny as hell. Like I love them. But Black Ops 2, the ending is the best ending anyone could have asked for.
Yeah, I have not played it.
Dude, the ending. Okay, so throughout all of Black Ops 2. Woods is disabled and in a wheelchair, right?
I know that.
And then in the end, when you get the secret ending with Avenged Sevenfold, do you know who they are?
Yes, I do.
So basically, they're getting ready to do a band, and Menendez is there, and everybody's like hitting Menendez, and they're like, "You're screwing up, Menendez," you know? And then Woods, he's about to go on stage, and then he jumps out of his chair, and he's like, "Let's go, baby!" And Menendez is like, "I thought you couldn't walk." And he's like, "Nah, I was just lazy." And then they play, like, the best metal song in, like, all of Avenged Sevenfold. To me, anyways. Some people disagree. Carry On.
Carry On.
Yeah.
I don't know by title. I'm not really good with knowing names of music.
I love Black Ops 2.
Yes, I can tell. I mean, maybe I should try it. You know, give it an actual chance, because I think the only time I really played it... I'm trying to remember if it was Black Ops 2. Because what zombie maps do they have in that one?
They have Transit, where you go on the bus around to different parts of the map.
Is there, like, molten lava on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I really played was Transit.
I liked it. But the next ones are really good. Like, you got Nuketown Zombies, where you're like on Nuketown, and then you got Buried. I didn't care much for that. It's like Wild West, and like you have to help this big guy break down gates and stuff with like booze. And it's kind of dumb. I didn't like it. Mob of the Dead is one of the better ones. You're in prison, you gotta escape.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
And then Origins. Best map of Black Ops 2.
Is that like the World War I map? Yeah, I've seen that too. I actually seen the entire storyline, so I know how it works.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just the multiple perks that they added just really puts me off.
The multiplayer perks?
Like no, like multiple, like they added more perks.
Oh.
Like the one that, like I think Tombstone is like. You know,
I like that
because if you die, you get all your perks. Yeah. But
I don't really remember the others, but
I know you can pack a punch your gun a bunch of times, but I think that only changes it aesthetically. I'm not sure.
Yeah, just adds on accessories like scopes and stuff. It's kind of dumb. They improved that in Black Ops 3, but you know, I don't really like Black Ops 3.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Zombies was the main thing I mostly played because it's the only thing I was really good at, but I didn't really play it that much. And eventually, I just stopped doing Xbox altogether because computer master race.
Yeah. I
mean, you can mod it better. You can do so much more than just games. I mean, so can consoles, but not as efficiently. You know how hard it is to... I don't know if we should say that. You know how hard it is to watch porn on Xbox? But, man, I had to use Wii to watch porn. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Oh,
I remember I tried looking it up on Wii. It was impossible.
Yeah. No, this was just quickly back to Wii. So you know they made World at War, well also Modern Warfare, but World at War on Wii.
They also made Black Ops 1 on Wii. I played it.
I played World at War on Wii. It was fun. It was fun because I like using the flamethrower. I can just spin around really fast and kill everyone.
Oh god. Did you, like, they had multiplayer on Wii. Did they actually expect people to play it?
No, lots of people actually played it when it first came out.
That's surprising me at all.
And years later, there was still like 100 or 200 people still playing it. Like, not that many, but like...
Those are the people that can't afford the new consoles.
Exactly. Exactly. The thing is, I owned Xbox Elite, and I had it. But I'm like, oh, let's play it. No, actually, I think I told you. I couldn't play World at War on my Xbox Elite.
Why?
Because I joined a server, like a co-op campaign game, right?
Yeah.
It was Downfall. I'm pretty sure, like that last mission with the Reichstag.
Yeah.
And the guys were like they had the VC and not the VC, the fucking game chat, whatever you call Xbox's shit nowadays. But the party, there you go. And I was talking to them, and they were laughing. I'm like, "What's so funny?" Then I got forcefully ejected from the game, and I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So I try to join. It says you must be a certain level to join. I'm like, what? So I try to play zombies, and like I'm negative like level 1 million. So like I don't know, like.
On Wii?
No, on Xbox.
So they like hacked you or something?
Yeah, I got fucked. So I asked like, I can't remember what company, was it Treyarch or Activision? I asked them like, well, at first I asked Xbox, I'm like, is there any way you can fix this? They're like, no, it's out of our jurisdiction. I'm like, why? Because we're not the game. So I asked the game, they're like, there's nothing we can do. So I'm like, okay, so now I have a dead profile. So I tried, uploading my stuff to actually my computer to fix it, but I couldn't fix it.
If that happened, like, I'd be scared. I'd break down crying if that happened.
I was pissed.
If that happened to me, like, that actually did happen to me on World at War, but not in the way you'd expect it to be. Like, I bought it on PC for the first time. I was excited to play it. Got into a multiplayer match. The very first multiplayer match I get into, it randomly installs some weird mod onto my game and makes me, like, level 1,000 or something stupid like that, and I instantly gain everything. And I'm like, I did not want this. I wanted to progress normally. This ruined the experience.
Yeah, that's the reason why I don't play World at War on computer as well, because I had that happen to me too. But that was recent, so more recent, like a couple of years ago.
It's like, why do people ruin your fun? Why do they have to ruin
bro, you know what's another thing that fucking GTA 5 on computer. Apparently there's these people who, like, they either use like accounts that like can't be traced, or whether like they don't care because of their burner. They get like mods where they're able to like spawn money and they drop it on people, and then the money people get the money, and they say, oh, they got those money from nowhere, but then they get that account banned.
Wow.
Yeah, if you know who Turley was, he used to do that to people. And they'd be like, bro, that's not right. He's like, it's funny. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not funny. Rude. Yeah, I don't know why people say it.
I think we've done enough.
Yeah, me too.
Talking for some time.
Yeah, we definitely did.
It's been like, what, 45 minutes?
Yeah, you can cut it. Cut!